Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Brian Herrera, and this is Cliffhanger, a conversation show about the wonderful world of movies and TV. In this episode, I will be reacting to the Oscars nominations that were announced today at 5:30 a.m. here in LA. It's a tradition of mine to try to predict who I think deserves to be nominated. After watching almost all of the movies, I use my personal opinion, my artistic knowledge, and actually what's going on in the entertainment industry and try to predict who I think will get the nominations. I will be reacting to what actually got nominated and to my predictions, and I will analyze what happened because there were a lot of surprises and snubs. So let's start. But before, don't forget to subscribe if you like to stay updated in the entertainment industry with movies and TV. The first category that I will analyze is actor in a supporting role. These are the ones that I predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. The only one that I had wrong was Sterling K. Brown, and it is a positive surprise. I think he did an amazing job in American Fiction. Just wasn't expecting him to be there. I was expecting to see Charles Melton from May December. I think he did a really interesting character, and throughout the campaign, he was like a front runner. I'm just surprised that that didn't happen. I think Sterling K. Brown took Charles' spot, but honestly, I'm a little torn because I think they both deserve a nomination. If it wouldn't for me, I would have taken another person out of the category, but that's just my opinion. The next one will be actress in a supporting role. These are the ones that I predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. And in this one, I have two wrong, Rosamund Pike and Julianne Moore, and instead it was Jodie Foster and Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks, for The Color Purple, she was working her campaign, but I didn't thought it was that strong. But instead, I thought Julianne Moore was, and also Rosamund Pike, were getting a lot of momentum. But I guess the voters like Danielle's performance, and honestly, it's a really good character. And she was replacing her role from Broadway to the movie, so it makes sense why she got the nomination. The one that I wasn't expecting at all was Jodie Foster for Nayed. I will have to say that I'm a little intrigued in why she got the nomination, but there is a positive side about it, and is that she is an openly queer female actress, and for her to be nominated on also a queer character, that's a great moving forward for the Academy. So I think that should be recognized. Actor in a leading role. These are my predictions, and these are who got nominated. The only one that I was torn was between Leonardo DiCaprio and Bradley Cooper. I guess Bradley was the one who took the spot on this one. I think the reason why he got the nomination in the acting category is because like I knew he was not gonna get it on the directing nominees, and we'll talk about that later. But sometimes that's what voters do. Like they do know some artists and creators they need to be like celebrated, and if they cannot do it in one category, they choose to celebrate these creators in another one. And I guess the case for Bradley Cooper was in the acting category. Actress in a leading role. This is gonna be a very polemic category, and you see what I'm talking about. These are the ones that I predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. The biggest surprise, I will say two of the biggest surprise of the night, are involved with the Barbie movie. The first one is this one, Margot Robbie not getting a nomination after almost being in everyone's face during this year, well, during 2023. But I felt Margot was having such a strong campaign throughout the year that everyone thought she was gonna be like an actual nominee. But I guess that backfired in the sense that everyone probably didn't vote for her in the top five spots, that eventually Annette Bening took her spot. And believe me, a lot of people are gonna be talking about this because there's a lot of nominations for Barbie, but there are two main nominations that Barbie didn't got, and actress was one of them. Okay, and talking about the second thing that Barbie didn't got is in the directors category. These are the ones that I predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. I will say the biggest surprise of the night is this one. Greta Gerwig not getting a nomination as a director for Barbie. And why it's gonna be a surprise? Because like she was able to direct the most high grossing movie of 2023. And I'm not just talking about economic point of view, but as a woman, she got there. She was able to do that as a director. And everyone was expecting the Academy to celebrate that achievement. But the directing categories are also a little tricky, and those are one of the ones that have been um, adapting to our new circumstances. The surprise of the night, I will say, was seeing Justin Trier for Anatomy of a Fall. I think she also deserves to be nominated. Um, I will just say a lot of people are gonna complain, and a lot of people are gonna talk about this, and I agree. Like, I believe Greta Gerwig deserved a nomination. Now let's go to the screenwriting categories. First is adapted screenplay. These are the ones that I thought, and these are the ones that got nominated. The only one that I was expecting to be there was Killers of the Flower Moon, but at the end of the day, it was The Zone of Interest, the one that took this spot. The Zone of Interest, it's a movie that you like or you don't, and I'm surprised that it's in this category because like it was very polarizing, but the fact that it was that polarizing maybe is the reason why it took the spot for Killers of the Flower Moon. In the other hand, these are the ones that I predicted for original screenplay and the ones that got the nomination for original screenplay. In these ones, I wasn't expecting May December. I think it's like a good script, but I didn't thought it was like that strong. In my opinion, Saltburn, a movie that a lot of people have been talking about, was the one that deserved this category. I felt Saltburn and May December were trying to do the same, like be provoking and trying to start conversations about heavy topics. But in my opinion, I think Salburn did it better than what May December did. Okay, in international feature film, lately the Academy in recent years has been advancing, and the fact that we have now contenders in heavy categories that are also international movies prove how cinema is becoming a part of our culture, and that's something that I'm so grateful for. In the international movie category, these are the ones that I predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. I will say a surprise for me was Io Capitano from Italy. I haven't heard a lot about this movie, but now that's part of my homework. I have to go and watch it and see why it got nominated. And the Teacher's Lounge, that's also a surprise. I've heard something about this movie. I haven't watched it either, but now I will have to go and check those two movies and try to understand why they got nominated. The ones that I thought will get the nominations instead were The Taste of Things. I think that's such a beautiful film with a lot of power in terms of senses. And the second one was Fallen Leaves, and that's an international Danish film, romantic film that it was like very tender and a lot of people like it, and that's why I thought it was gonna be nominated. But the rest of them, I guess, they do deserve attention. Like The Zone of Interest, I knew it was gonna be there. Perfect Days also, and definitely Society of the Snow. So I think this is a very interesting category to keep looking at. In the animated category, these are the ones that are predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. The one that I wasn't expecting was Robot Dream. I haven't watched that one, but instead I said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was great. Like the animation was different and the storytelling was different to what we have seen in previous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that I felt they did deserve the recognition. Uh, but there's already two front runners in the category since the start: The Boy and the Heron and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So it's gonna be a fight between them two, and I'm here for it because like those two movies were in my top 10 movies of 2023, and they make me realize the power that animation has nowadays. And last, Best Picture. In Best Picture, these are the ones that I predicted, and these are the ones that got nominated. I gotta be honest, I'm glad. For most of the nominations, I got 9 out of 10. The only one that didn't get there, and I knew it was gonna be like hard to get there, was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But because honestly, I think Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, it's a deeper movie than what people realize it is. Like if you analyze how the movie and the story is written and the progression it goes, the filmmaking aspect of that movie, it deserves a Best Picture nomination, and that's why I want it there. But instead, it was The Zone of Interest, the one that took that spot. I'm not surprised, but like I said, The Zone of Interest was a very polarizing movie, and sometimes polarizing movies have that power that they can trigger conversations and eventually they become surprises. And here is the perfect example. In the overall of the nominations, I think I'm satisfied, honestly. There's two surprises for me, actually, three surprises for me. The directing for Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie for Barbie, and Charles Melton for May December. I will say those are the surprises, the snub surprises that I'm a little shocked about. But for the rest of the categories, I think 2023 was a really good year for movies. It started a little slow, but at the end of the year, a lot of great storytelling happened. So right now, we just wait for March, Oscars actual celebration, and I will be doing a video telling who I think will deserve each of the actual Oscars. And that was it for this episode. Let me know in the comments if you do the same that I do, if you have your own predictions, and let me know how you got them. If you got any other surprises or any other snubs that you think happened today. Again, my name is Brian Herrera, and this is Cliffhanger. See you soon.